I got my hands on this old violin bass from a dear friend of mine, Enzo. How you doing? What happened was there was like a little kind of nick on the bottom of the neck here that I could feel with my thumb. I'm very particular about that. It kind of makes me nuts. So I decided, let me do what I normally do. I put some super glue. I go very finely, sand the back, and then it looks like you can't feel it, and most of the times you can't even tell what's going on. But this time, I went too far. So what happened was, I can see like a little bit of the wood, because the base is actually this color, like this brown color over here. And so I decided, okay, let me try and make it look a little more relic. So I went a little further in little places, and I didn't take off the brown over here, nor did I take off the brown over here. I kept going to sleep and waking up at night and saying, I don't think I can live with this. So every day I sanded it back a little bit more. Now that I've showed you what happens when you've gone too far, I'm going to show you how to put on these ultralight tuners on here, because when I got this bass, one of the tuners was missing. The tuners were really old, as this bass is like from the 1960s sometime. It's a kind of something called a Leonardo, I was told, which after my research, it's like an area diamond bass. They made a lot of those basses in those days. Different companies made them under different names. We're going to take these amazing ultralight tuners that I got from my awesome, amazing friend, Mark Smith from Bass North. And what we're going to do is I had to drill out these holes a little bit because they were pretty small. And here we go. I'm putting this on like this. A real easy change. And I got to tell you, if you've ever had some bad tuners, there's nothing more exciting than putting good tuners on there, because when you go to turn this, it's like, without even the string. It's like a great knob on an instrument, you know? That's the thing about gear. These days, making some mods is always a lot of fun. A lot of you guys are always writing me and telling me you want me to do a little bit more talking stuff or longer videos. So I figured this week I'll make you guys some behind the scenes videos like this of what I do that you don't normally see me do, because I usually just go and play for you guys. But I do love talking to you guys and getting your responses, sending you positive energy like we're doing to this bass right now. I mean, wait till you hear this bass. I'm really a rock guy, right? But I also like taking basses that you're not supposed to do certain things on and making certain things happen that you shouldn't. But I'll also pump this through my amazing SansAmp shit, and I will pump the shit out of this thing so that you can really hear how it kicks ass. Okay, so look at this. Damn, this is looking sweet. There's one screw that fits onto these puppies. That's the thing, right? When you use the right tools, especially on these small kind of star screwdrivers here, this one's got a nice sharp tip and it fits. But when you're using a little screw like this and you don't have the right tip, you go, and then you strip it. And then again, you're going to get all crazy like I did when I went too far on my neck. And what happens? Every morning when I get up, I think about it. As my coffee's getting made, I quickly come into my studio and I look at the back of the neck, and then I get pissed off and I say to myself, fuck, did I go too far? Should I have actually done that? Did I ruin the bass? It's my bass, I can do what I want with it. But honestly speaking, you know, you can bring something back if you've gone too far. And this is what happened here. Make sure that you're using the right screwdriver size, because the amount of times, and sometimes when you're using it with a drill, that's a huge fucking problem. Because you go, and it totally strips the piece, and then it doesn't go anywhere. I've even had to take like a pair of vice grips and grip it, the screw, and pull it out and reverse it that way. You know what I mean? You don't want that shit happening to you. So try and use the right tools all the time. I'm really happy with the way this particular tip is grabbing the screw, because honestly, it's working real good. I usually totally mess up this kind of shit, but not today, people. And the last thing we're going to do now is make sure that these are tight. Oh yeah, man, look at that. There you go. Ah, look how good that looks. I'm going to screw this back onto the body for you all in the next shot. The time has come for us to screw it back in there. Let's start going by hand like this before we go crazy. And you want to feel it connecting to the end. Just add a little bit more torque. Actually, I'm extremely happy with the way this is matching right now. I put that there because I didn't want the strings and shit to fly around. But
so this is ASMR.
ASMR. Can you hear that? Let's hear this. ASMR on crack. These are the same strings that came with this bass, and I didn't want to change them because a lot of times when you got these old school strings on there, you say to yourself, man, what a great sound, and you do not want to frickin' mess with that. You go and you change the strings and then all frickin' hell breaks loose and everything sucks. Let's make sure that everything is kind of falling into place. And we're going for the third string. Oh, old school cruncher. It turns so much better than what I used to have there. Didn't used to turn at all. Very nice. So we're going to actually change this string, because what happened is the guy I got the bass from, he sent me with a missing string, and then he found the string and sent me the actual string. So I winded up using an old flat one that I had, and you want them to match, even though it did sound actually pretty freaking awesome. Now let's see how this winds up. Oh, I got a little blood. I drew some blood.
Let's see the blood.
A little blood there happens. I've had worse. Wow, guys, look at that. I gotta tell you, now that I'm looking at this thing, see, because everything is about this, right? You hold the bass, you look down at the body, you see the back of the neck, and you see the headstock. And can you live with it? Honestly speaking, now I really can. I'm actually very, very happy. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to clean this bass up, polish it up. And the next time you see me, what's going to happen is I'm going to play this for you and show you how amazing this bass sounds with these new tuners. And again, I want to thank Mark from Bass North, Mark Smith. This is where I got my tuners, and I absolutely love these tuners. Totally kick-ass. Thank you very much. They look and feel fantastic on this thing. And thanks for Enzo for getting me this bass. We're going to tune this shit up and we're going to kick some ass. You guys totally rock. Talk to you soon.